Hey guys, what's going on? It's Oliver Moran here, and today I'm going to do a review session of my BMX racing at the Papendal World Cups. This is my first time racing the World Cups with my Vision F1 X, and not the results I wanted, but some really good. I showed some good speed and some good things, and I'm going to just take you through what goes into a race week. My practice sessions leading into it, my race day, what went well, what I could have done better. And it's pretty interesting. I find it interesting for myself. So hopefully you guys will find it interesting as well. Let's get straight into it. So this was the Wednesday before practice. I did this first time trying that jump line, trying a bit of everything. This is early in the practice session, so I was trying to practice the corners, definitely just working on the track at the moment before I head up to the gate. I want to watch this corner again. See, I could have been way more aggressive on that jump. Then this corners came in tight and held my speed out. So you don't want to just practice straights, you also want to practice the cornering. Just really, really important. This is some good tips coming into the World Championships later this year. You don't have many laps on the track, so make sure you're practicing all those parts. All right, so now I'm on to the second straight now. Need to see if you just look at my body weight. If I go back, my body weight here, I'm way off the back of my bike. So that's just some straight information I need to get over my bars. First gate, this will be interesting. And I got destroyed by Cam Wood and Cam Larson's. But just starting to get a feel for it. I guess I beat Nick Kim in that one. But yeah, competition's crazy at the World Cups. Here we go, another gate. What happens here? Got Picardo on my inside. And get snapped by everyone. Still just trying to get comfortable with the bike. Not the bike, the track, new gate. Here we go, another one. Super late off the start, but slowly improving now on those pedals, feeling strong. And first time jumping the triple, jumped it pretty onco. Trying to connect the two straights together because it's riding a straight, you usually have a little bit different speed when you ride it by itself compared to in an effort. So practicing it both ways is very important before you start racing on the track. I think I get lit up here. I was a little bit better. Stronger start. Just was trying to just hone in the starts in this session. Just doing as much as possible to get used to it. Sometimes you have the luxury of riding the track multiple times before you race. Here we only had, one day before official practice. Still needed to get more over my bike and better on the insides of the corners. And here's a first straight to finish off. A little bit stronger start and then getting strong on those pedals. I was able to come across, even this video, I didn't come across hard enough. I wanted that inside corner. It's super important to try that super hard inside line. And then boom, that one felt pretty good. Finished the session off, like getting out, having a strong 1, 2, 3, being aggressive on the jumps, still really wide into that corner. I needed to practice coming across more. And then just cruising along. Let's turn. All right, so this is race day 1. I think I got 1 or 2 gates in this one in the warm-up and was able to put one off. Felt strong. Still again, need to still come in a little bit harder. It was super windy this day actually, so that was my first time actually trying that line, which was pretty fun. All right, so this is my first race of day 1 at Papendal. So this is World Cup number 3. Come out, kind of got out okay next to Arbelator and Kimmen, and then just got spat out the back. but got really balked in that first turn. And yeah, I'm in a pretty bad spot here. Not a spot you want to be. Didn't even get that inside line there. So now I'm in 6th, and it's top 4 from the first round to qualify in. So had a good third straight, and then here I was like, okay, I'm going to have to come out with speed. And I did okay, but just wasn't enough to make it through. So if I was to watch this again, I feel like I could have. So here I kind of pulled back a little bit too much. I should have probably kept on going and tried to fight for that inside. And then here I had the move, but the rider in front came down again. So a little bit disappointing, but here I go in my LCQ. I think it's the scariest race of the day. It's only top 2 that qualify at the World Cups, but I was able to have a good start and a strong first straight. And then when I'm in this position, coming in the first corner, it's all about just being smooth and riding out the rest of the lap. So I was able to get good backside there. Same as there. And then it went a little bit long and wide on that jump, which isn't the best, but I was able to still hold my spot. Coming through, getting in the backsides I needed. Nice corner. And strong pumps to the finish line. So into the 8th now. So coming into this race, I have Leo Garion on my outside and Romain Mayu in lane 6, and I'm in 7. Hindsight, probably should have gone on the inside of Romain. I had one of the last picks, but I decided to kind of go out wide to follow it in with the Romain, and kind of made the mistake having Leo out there as well. But watch this. So I really had to get out. And I had an awesome start, but then Leo did come across really hard and chop me, and yeah, kind of put me in a bad spot. But then I tried to make a move here, kind of went too late on the cut down, so I didn't really necessarily come out next to anyone. And then again, too wide. I kind of just wasn't riding smart this lap. And yeah, being in 6 into the last turn, I just had to give it all down the last straight, bonked it a little bit, but didn't make it. But let's just look at that start again. So I knew I had to come out, and I had an awesome 1-2, but Leo's just a little bit stronger on the outside and really shut me down. So that's day 1, out in the 8th. Not what I wanted, but we had day 2. So this is my day 2 warm-up. I always like to start the day with a strong start. Kind of gets me into the rhythm into racing, and especially at this level at the World Cups. If you're not there on the first race, like how it happened yesterday in day 1, it's kind of game over from the start. But what I do know is feeling much better with those inside corners on that effort. So this is day 2, Moto 1. Had Goosens and Renkarel next to me. Goosens coming hard from the outside. I was able to get some strong pedals, and then funny, jumping that triple, Goosens actually telling me like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like he was coming across hard. So it was a bit of fun, that lap, that jump. And then Renkarel came up my inside there. I could have been a bit aggressive and shut him down, but I wanted to race. It was only first moto, and we're going for a time here. So that's something I kept in my mind into my next race. And then I bonked that manual, which was a little bit annoying for the overall time. But yeah, safe, 3rd place into the quarters. Let's watch that jump into the corner again, because that was pretty fun. So Goosens is coming across super hard. And yeah, watching that again, I probably could have blocked Jeremy, but it was unnecessarily in this situation. If there was a little bit more heat and there was people like really, there was a few of us in that 3rd position, it could have been a different story, but came in for 3rd into the quarter. This is the 8th final. So I had a good start. I had Matthew on my outside. He's been ripping some really good starts. Sylvan's on the inside as well. So there's a lot of guys all gunning for this. And then I came out and knowing from my first round, I had to block that line out. So sorry, Drew. And then a little bit of a bonk, but I'm in a good spot. I'm in 4th, got a little bit of space behind me. Didn't feel any pressure on my back. And I kind of eased up a little bit, which is a little bit of a mistake as I've watched it. And I came out on the low side, didn't come out with a lot of speed, and pretty much Michael Bias just rode past me like I was standing still, which is really annoying because I think I had the 2nd or the 3rd fastest time in that. I think I had the third fastest hill time. Put myself in a good position, and there's, lots of good riders and everywhere, and I just I rode smart up until halfway around the lap, and then ended my World Cup campaign there in the 2/8 finals in Papendal. But I feel like physically I could have rode a bit better. No, I did ride well physically, but result-wise, definitely had more left in the tank. But then again, these were really fun races, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Hope you learnt something from it. Yeah, if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, let me know, because I enjoy watching the videos back and learning from this. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I know what I like.